on this stream. That's what I meant. Copenhagen Wolves versus Orbit. This is the last map. And let's see how it goes. Nuke. That's a very one-sided map. As you know, guys, it already got swapped out of the map pools to Train. However, this tournament is a little bit older than just a couple weeks. So we still have Nuke in our map pool. But I believe that our next tournament will be played with Train involved. But anyway, CW versus Orbit. CW kicking off on the CT side, which tells us that they should have a little bit of an advantage. And it seems like Orbit will be entering this bomb side A, and the Cillian goes down. Sitting on a ladder is not a very good idea. Basically, you cannot really shoot accurately from there, and the bomb will be planted by Orbit. But then, what can you do when a 1v2 Hütten is not looking too good? However, he gets into the blue hut, so SMF will not be able to backstab him, but he just runs straight into his crosshair. So, CW will be getting round number 1. No easy anti-eco rounds for Orbit. That was their chance, they wasted it, and it will be CW coming out ahead at the very beginning on a CT-sided map. So once again, my name is NeuroIntegrate, and this is GameAgents TV coming back to you with that best of 3 for the last time tonight. Next up is going to be Gamers 2 versus Dignitas, but it's not going to be the same best of 3 anymore. So 1-0 in favor of CW, and of course, it is the Danish lineup with Mattis with M4s and 1 MP9 yet again. So, finally, I can say it's a Danish lineup since we had a full Danish group made of 4 Danish teams. Reason, CW, Dignitas, and C-Play. Now just 2 can get into the semi-finals, and they get split between the 2 other teams of the other group, which is Orbit and Gamers 2 now. CW find 2-3 frags right here, and they win the round, but they lose 2 people themselves, and they actually drop 1 for Maz. When they drop this MP9, it's still good, it's still affordable, but then when they lose the FAMAS, it costs them a little bit more, so they're not happy with that. 2-0 in favor of Copenhagen Wolves is still a very good thing, and it will most probably be another round for them. No, not really, because there was a bomb plant in the first round for Orbit, and now they have the AKs in their hands, and let's see if they can find anything with that. There's no AWP, so no yard approach. As you can see, guys, they are trying to go for bomb site A/ramp yet again. They are entering ramp indeed, and SMF goes down, but not before taking Reefmaster out. It's still quite good. Piff throws that smoke, but it's a very good smoke thrown from the silo. So the CT still don't know where he is. Cillian in the window, that's a very good spot. And the bomb will spot him, but will go down and drops the bomb too. Hütten finally takes the frag right there, but Rape loses a lot of health. Hütten loses a lot of health. And Orbit not looking good at all of a sudden, and now Freeze enters from ramp. There's still Snappy, there's still Hunden from the door. And Pith against Hunden. If he wins that fight, it's still doable for his team, but he doesn't. And now Hütten in a crossfire. 3 people, every single one of them from a different angle. It's not doable at all. It will be 3-0 in favor of Copenhagen also. Even though they were able to buy up the weapons this time a little bit quicker, it still did not give them too much. They did manage to get 2 frags, so pretty much the same number as in the previous one. It was an eco back then. So that does not bring the positiveness to the team. And still, it is new. It is a heavily CT-sided map, so we all expect that Orbit will be losing all these rounds. An ace from Hunden It was an anti-eco though, so quite easy. But still gives him a lot of money. It is 1,500 overall. Of course, it would have been much more with an MP9. But it's not the anti-eco after winning the pistol round anymore. It's one of the following ones. Oh, Freeze jumping up, but then has to jump down very quickly. Since there comes a flashbang to completely blind him. Freeze shooting through the smoke. Had some chances of taking someone out right there, but doesn't really do a lot of damage. However, Hitten is down to just 7 points of health. Rape to just 56, and it's not looking good for Orbit. However, on the other hand, there's Freeze on just 56 too, so quite evened out right here. Right now. Snappy's back. Snappy was here throughout the whole match. Oh, it's still in. It goes down right there, but it took Cabal a lot of time to finally deal with that one man. But there's much more to come. There's Hinden, there's SMF, and they find Griefmaster and Pit, and it will be 5-0 in favor of Copenhagen Wolves. Once again, all the weapons lost by Orbit, and it will be CW very happy with what they've got. 8,700, 8,800 on Snappy and Hunden. There's even 9,000 on Freeze. So they cannot afford a round loss, but they can afford to lose a lot of weapons. So the rounds don't necessarily have to be very clean. So yeah, Snappy was here throughout the whole game, but he just had some weird nickname. I was not even reading that anyway, because I simply knew who he is. The same goes for the farmer. He's just Rape. Hunden peeking from Secret and gets the frag on Pith. It's a 3-on-3 right now. Hitten on just 12 points of health though, which hurts Orbit pretty badly. Oh, Snappy finds Rape right there. Of course, everyone is in low health from Orbit, so he has to go down very quickly. And SMF with a kill on Hitten. The last man standing is Kabomb, and SMF knows where he is, finds that frag too. SMF is simply unstoppable. On the previous map, he was not top fragging, but was a big pain in the neck of the whole Orbit's lineup. As you could see, Orbit was already complaining in the chat that they cannot kill him. It was Pith running sad paces right there. After he lost 3 rounds in a row to SMF underneath the scaffolding, and then Snappy was the top fragger. But right now, SMF being the top guy in the CW lineup, he's just taking 2-3 frags every single round. Out Freeze with 1, Astillion with 1, and all of a sudden it is a 5-on-2 as Piv also drops, and CW seems to be completely unstoppable. But yeah, it is expected from a CT side on Nuke. However, it just shouldn't be so impressive from CW. As I said, oh wow. Good shooting right there through that wall from Hunden. It's definitely on point. But anyway, let's continue what I was supposed to say. Yep. CW is just monstering through Orbit, and I said that they can afford some sloppiness. They can afford to lose a lot of weapons because they have a lot of money, but they don't even do that. They lose at most 2 people in a round, and there's no way for Orbit to do anything at all. And they don't have the money themselves, and they cannot even plant the bomb. They finally run through the smoke, but it doesn't matter. They finally, Kabomb finds 1 frag, but once again, it just doesn't matter. It's yet another one for CW. It's already 8-0. And let's see right here. 1 man died, 1 man died, 2 men died, 1, 0, 2, and 2. Here is the only round where they lost more than 2 people. The pistol round. So CW just incredibly good. Oh, Pith shot through the wall. Not even a smoke. But we didn't see that. We were looking at SMF. Finding one himself on ramp. Well, Rafe goes down. He didn't even have the time to react. Dith with the AWP, still looking for something. He found one. Can he find at least one more? Kitten goes down to Snappy. That's very unfortunate. That was a good chance of taking a frag. Didn't really work out though. Asilian on. Oh well, on that silo already. He might catch the T's off guard. He's so deep behind the lines. So early. Oh, they knew that Pip was there, but Asilian is still not enough to win. In that situation, now Kabom, the last man standing, will go down, but not before finding SMF. So finally, they get more than 2 frags, but still, it's not enough. They need to win a round. CW, okay, they can take 13 even, but 12 would be pretty much the thing that they would want to get, and then Orbit would definitely want to have 3 rounds on the T side then, but come on, Orbit, if it continues like that, they won't even be able to get 1 round, and then they're done for. I don't see them not losing a single round at the CT side, being under such heavy pressure. Losing 0-15 is just too much, for me at least. I know that they are very durable. As pro players, they are used to playing under pressure, but that's an extreme thing. Oh, Piff, what a headshot on 3s. Opens it up for his team, but then not before they lost Kabam, so just brings it back to a 4-on-4. And they are just playing with a scout on Piff. Oh, he manages to hit Asilian and gets 2 frags with a scout. That's impressive. Oh, Snappy kills Pith and is looking for one more guy as he heard the smoke going off right under his feet, I'm sorry, and well, he doesn't really care about that smoke. He just kills Reefmaster, brings it back to a 2-on-2, and it was looking so great for Orbit, but then Piff dies, then Griefmaster dies, then they don't have the bomb in their hands. There's one guy in heaven, and they have to go for this bomb side A. There's no other way of doing things. Most probably. Let's see it where Hütten is. Oh, actually, Snappy jumped down from heaven and got killed by Rape. The bomb is already planted. Hunden running out from secret. He will be entering through mini. Let's see. Nice flashbang from Hütten, but a little bit risky. Jump shots from AK. They don't really work too often. Oh, Hunden! With the reaction, manages to kill Rape right there, and he goes for the defuse. Hütten was, I don't know, he was not hidden in Blue House or in Heaven, so he didn't really have to put too much effort into peeking. Just had to make one step. So I don't know what he thought right there. But the time was also running out, so I think he was just desperate. (9-1) in favor of Copenhagen Wolves, but Orbit, they got 1 round. That's finally something. That finally is something at least. Oh, Pith once again with a scout. Freeze drops Griefmaster though, and Pith also dies. So the hopes of Orbit get annihilated. Pith is the guy to get the frags for the team. Definitely one of the more important ones. Right there, Snappy kills Rape, and then SMF helps himself to Kitten. Last man standing is Kabom, who's also going to go down on ramp. And it brings us to a 10-1 in favor of Copenhagen. Wolves now 10 rounds on the CT side. Are not enough, but that's already a crushing difference, as you can see on the scoreboard. 10-1, that's 9 rounds difference. And it will be a long, long time coming if Orbit want to bring it back. Now they don't have the money, and they will have to play with just pistols without Kevlars. Kabam also, he's the guy that, as the only one, has the money to buy up a Kevlar and a Tech 9. So let's see what he can do with that. But is it even worth it? Of course, they are just trying to go for the bomb plant, but that's quite a bit of money. And it could have been an AWP, for example. Freeze with 2! They were trying to boost themselves up, and Kabam drops among them. So there's no Kevlar, there's no Tech 9, and there's nothing for Orbit right now, and they cannot even deal too much damage. Snappy gets hit 2 or 3 times, and it's just dropped to 73. That's not nearly enough damage that they need. They almost killed Freeze, but then he didn't even get hit at all. He was not exposed to any more danger. And there will be nothing for Orbit yet again. I'm doing quite fine, dear sir. Thanks a lot for tuning in, and as I can see, you are a sub, so I hope that you are ready for the giveaway. Good luck. Freeze. There's the shot right here, and that's quite good of a beginning for Orbit. They can try to fight for it right here. Well, Freeze now doesn't miss the shot. Now, Pith once again with that scout is the head of Snappy, but Freeze answers with yet another kill. So Freeze being the guy completely annihilating the pushes of Orbit. Now Freeze Monster already in that bomb site. A manages to kill Freeze, and AWP is already dropped, and Hunden answers the favor coming in from the vent. He's a little bit too quick though, so there was no chance for Griefmaster to even react. Now Farmer, aka Rape, right next to Mini, waiting for someone to run into his crosshair. He doesn't want to go alone into the site without any info, with very low health bar, and with no money to work with if they lose this. "20 seconds left on the clock. Hunden in the blue heart. Oh, he hears the bomb plant. Bomb has been planted. And Rape gets it. Bomb is in heaven, so Hunden, he runs out. He gets killed by one of them. For sure, yes. That was 100% sure. Kabom finds his frag, but he could have saved Rape. Now SMF knows where he is. There was also a molly to help himself out, and the bomb will get defused. Yet another round for CW. 12-1. Now is the time for Orbit to step up. They need, I don't know, at least 2. What can you say at least 2? If Orbit just get a bomb plant, it's maybe even already over. On the T side, of course. If they win the pistol round, it's definitely over. So, Orbit right now, they are already in a very bad spot. But if they lose one more round, I don't see any bright thoughts in their minds anymore. Pith kills SMF right there though, but goes down to Snappy. However, Snappy just reveals himself with that Scar 20, and he goes down. Griefmaster manages to pick it up, and all of a sudden that's some very strong terrorists. Rape with yet another kill for his team, and it will be down to Freeze and Hunden. Freeze goes down, but Hunden is right here. Finds one, finds 2! Stops the bomb plant from happening too, but has to reload the weapon, and will go down to Rape. Rape with 3 frags overall in this round manages to beautifully take it. And Orbit, as I said, they lose one more round. They are in a horrible spot. Right now they already are in a bad spot, but if they make it 12-3, it's still doable. You can't deny it is Nuke. Things like that had already happened right here. This map is extremely CT-sided. That's why Train is coming back and Nuke is getting swapped out. Just goes down. No, not really. Manages to stay alive through SMF, but Snappy once again with his car 20 on ramp. Kills him and Snappy goes down. Freeze is still here. Oh, Freeze sees Rape. That's very unfortunate for Rape. He goes down. Just manages to throw that smoke, but was it even necessary? That's, I think, a little bit of a whipped nade by Freeze. Still, Griefmaster loses a little bit of health to that, and it was a crossfire from Copenhagen Wolves, and it will be 13-2 in favor of the doggies from Denmark. Now let's see how it goes in half number 2. Pistol round, of course, being the most important round of this whole match, I think. Alright, let's go. 13-2, the pistol rounds for Kevlars on the CW side, and a couple of nades on Hunden. On the other hand, we have 4 Kevlars and a couple of nades too, so pretty much the same going into this round. But that HE is already wasted. The flashbangs are already gone for Pith, so there's nothing left. On the other hand, there's still Hunden with a smoke and 2 flashbangs, so they are saving it up for some bomb side entrance. That's an entry frag for Pitten, but then he has to fall back a little bit. But it doesn't matter since he manages to stay alive. Rape with 2 awesome headshots to stop the push from Copenhagen Wolves. And now, in a 2-on-4, it will be very hard. But Freeze finds the headshot on Bith as he drops right into his crosshair in the vents. But then Kabomb to help him out. And then the last man standing trying to plant the bomb in the smoke. But it will not work when you have 2 people coming from ramp and Kabomb coming from vents. Now Hunden trying to go for Kabam, but he gets spotted by Hutten. And yeah, the other guy is just trying to run away in the vents to not give any more frags to Hunden, but it doesn't matter. He finds the frag on Griefmaster instead, but just left on 4 points of health. He has to go down right there, but at least wasted a little bit of time for Copenhagen Wolves, but it doesn't matter. It is the pistol round for Copenhagen Wolves. No. I'm sorry, I'm just retarded. Anyway. I was thinking about this 12-3 so hard that it would be a good score for Orbit for halftime that... I don't know, I just said... Okay, it's 13-2 indeed. 12-3 indeed. Oh, just don't listen to me. 13-3. Orbit won the pistol round. They have the weapons right now. Meditation. Alright, I'm back. Faster with 2 frags. Nice. P90 work. But yeah, that's P90. Just spray with the weapon. Oh, Freeze manages to answer with 1 frag, but Penny's left on just 12 points of health. However, still, Copenhagen Wolves managed to find 3 frags and an in an eco. So it's not so bad. They did manage to deal a little bit of damage to Orbit's economy. Alright, a P250 in the hands of Freeze and Clappy. Oh, and they work indeed. Kabomb goes down, that's a weapon to terrorists. However, they don't yet pick it off because Pip is on rafters right here, and he will find 2 frags, 3 frags with that MP7. Snappy finally yet another frag with that P250, so the P250s are just too strong. Better nerf them, but nerf all the pistols so they deal 1 damage with 1 shot. Hutten finds the last frag, and it will be 13-5. Orbit with 2 rounds already. But CW now with the weapons, looking for more. They are looking to close this game out. Copenhagen Wolves setting up some smokes, but nothing happening just yet. Decide to wait a couple more seconds. There is a Scar 20 in the hands of Kabam. He just has so much money. I don't even know how, because he was the guy to go down in that previous round. Up against just pistols off CW as the first one too. And he had an M4. So let's see if he can do something with that auto sniper. Griefmaster finds a frag in SMF, and Griefmaster with 2, 3 even! Griefmaster! He's definitely a master right now. And Piff with the last frag. A quad kill for Griefmaster. Manages to kill 2 people with a FAMAS, then picks up the AK, goes for the spam into mini, finds 2 more guys. Wins the round for Orbit single-handedly. And yeah, that's just the magic of the CT side on Nuke. They can still take it. Everything can happen. Let's see what does though. It's Fury Craft for ages, but we just need to see with our own eyes what happens right here. Auto sniper on Kabam definitely works fine, but it's just a pistol round for Copenhagen Wolves yet again. It's an eco. They did buy 2 Tech 9s if I'm not mistaken, but they didn't even manage to get a single frag. Didn't even deal 50 damage to anyone. So Orbit very healthy, a clean sweep, and it's looking good. Now Freeze with the AWP, that's some unusual thing on that T side. We saw Pith with a scout multiple times too, but not with an AWP, I don't think so. So let's see what Freeze can do with that on the outside. Oh, nice frag from Freeze. He takes out that Scar 20. Brazilian though, and Freeze with 2. He makes it a lot better for Copenhagen Wolves. And remember, Orbit, they lose 1 round, it already is very bad. They lose 2. They are fighting for the overtime. That's not a huge margin. And Subies knows that Pip is there. He's on just 8 points of health though, but has the AWP. 1 shot, 1 kill applies. And Piff doesn't even see his enemy. He's running just on the edge of the smoke. And it will be 14-7 in favor of Copenhagen Wolves. Orbit. Wow, Piff now buys that AWP, so he finally sees that actually he is allowed to buy that weapon on Nuke. Wow. And he makes that happen. Let's see if he puts that to good use. He is most probably right there in the yard. Yes, he is in garage. More precisely. But there is 1 frag for CW already. Rape goes down. Well, Piff and Kabam with a frag each though, but they cannot stop the bomb plant. The bomb is just spamming through that smoke, but cannot really find anything. The bomb is already planted on B. And Snappy isn't toxic. So playing on time. 15. Gets dropped to very low health, but doesn't go down just yet. Griefmaster with a nice nade right there. Griefmaster going for Snappy, finds the frag! Now 2 more men on ramp, but they need to get to the fuse. There's not much time left. The Cillian goes down. The bomb gets the fuse. They make it at the very last second. Griefmaster, the guy that kills 1 in Toxic, manages to destroy the whole plan of Copenhagen Wolves. Also defuses the bomb at the very last second, even standing on top of the molly. So that's even more of an achievement. 14-8 right now in favor of CW for Orbit. They did manage to bring it back. They lost this 1 round, but they didn't lose the match just yet. There's still some time. You can still do it, but not with Piff going down and not with Kabom going down on the outside. It is a 4-on-3 in favor of Copenhagen Wolves, but Asilian is low on health and freeze falls. But Snappy then manages to return the favor. Griefmaster also dies. No, Snappy hit by a little bit, but through the wall, and he answers with a headshot. Hutten completely defenseless right there. That rape goes down. It is 15-8 in favor of Copenhagen Wolves. And Orbit just lost one round, won one, and now lost yet again. So they don't have any money to work with at all. There is just 1,450 on rape. He will be playing with a P250. Then we have a FAMAS and a Scout. And 2 M4s. That's not a lot to work with. And Orbit is just looking very, very horrible. But Piff with that Scout, he can make it work, but misses the shot. Oh, wins with the AWP and gets yet another headshot. SMF drops. Piff just looking so good, but finally drops in that garage. Hutten still alive. Hutten with one frag. Hutten looking for some more, but he has to reload the weapon, and Farmer, aka Rape, kills Asilian with that picked up Scout. And yeah, that's a good question from Freeze. Seriously, why don't you play Scout every round, Piff? He's just doing so great with that weapon. 2 headshots. 2 consecutive headshots very, very quickly. And he obliterates the yard push of Copenhagen Wolves. Now there's a Tech 9. Now there's just a pistol on one of the CW members of the team. And Cillian gets hit in the head, but still manages to kill Raid, which is very bad for Orbit, but they manage to return the favor with a frag for Griefmaster. I always want to say Griefmeister. Oh, I blame you for that. Anyway, Griefmaster is already in the vents and shooting at someone, but doesn't manage to get the frag and loses a lot of health in exchange, which is not too good. There's one on ramp, there's one on stairs. SMF finally drops. And there's one in Toxic, so it's extremely hard for Orbit. But they're gonna go for the Ninja Defuse. Piff, can he make it? Oh, he's lined up for the guy from Toxic, and he goes down to Hunden. That's very unfortunate. Now Kabom in a 1v2 situation. He's not gonna make it. The time runs out. It will be a GG. Orbit lose this match. Copenhagen Wolves 2-1 on map number 3. 16-9 will be the final score of Nuke. And this is going to be the end of the map. Thanks a lot for tuning in, guys, but we still have Gamers 2 versus Dignitas, so don't go anywhere. The second best of